Um, Welcome to episode 13 of the Jez and Friends podcast. Today's special guest of the podcast is Cal. Welcome, mate.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to be covering many topics, including footy, especially local footy. The Kangas, we love the Kangas. Talk about how we met, the Western Bulldogs leadership program, and some funny stories. Now let's get started. Mate, Cal, what are your thoughts on the lockdown right now?
It'd be best not to be in it, but we have to do what we have to do to keep everyone safe. I'd rather be in lockdown and have everyone I know be safe than have everyone being sick.
Yeah, you're in stage 4 as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty shit right now, to be honest. Can't wait for it. Hopefully in 1 week it can be over.
Yeah.
Mate, there's a new segment called Hypotheticals. It's basically like, what would you do if or something. So, what would you do if you were in the North Melbourne club rooms tonight for the match? What would you say to the boys?
Before or after?
Before the match to rev them up or something.
I try to rev them up saying, let's make a statement. Let's show that we mean business. Or I'd say let's tank it so we get first draft pick. It depends. We've got Zeeble back, so I'd probably rev him up.
Yeah, true.
Tell him let's beat him. Let's beat him for Polek, so he knows he made the right decision.
Do you reckon we have a chance tonight?
If we can play a full game, yes, but it seems like we play good first couple quarters and then just give up.
Yeah, that's true.
But if we play good footy, then we have a pretty good chance.
Yeah, have you seen much of a debutant Flynn Perez? Because I haven't seen him play yet, but
no, I haven't seen him play either. But I'm hoping that with Zeeble back, we'll have a bit more leadership or old players to mentor him.
Yeah, because it's Zeeble back, the debutant, and someone else is in. Is Pollock? Oh yeah, he's back in. Yeah, hopefully.
Got some more experience.
Yeah, the midfield needs more run and stuff. So
yeah. Hopefully, you can get someone up forward too, so Larky can stop carrying us and have a bit of a break.
Yeah, there needs to be someone else helping him. I reckon Bailey Scott, chuck him in there. I reckon.
Bailey Scott's a gun.
Yeah, young gun, mate, for sure. Mate, we'll move on now. So, what's your favourite song right now and why?
Song right now, probably say "You're the Best." I was watching Karate Kid the other day and it came up. It's just a pretty good song.
It's pretty motivational, is it? I think I've heard it once or twice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty. Helps me when playing games.
Oh,
if I'm losing, just
what do you play, mate?
Lots of Fall Guys. Not very good at it, but lots of rages.
Oh shit! I haven't touched the game yet, but is it like a game where there's a shit ton of rage?
Yeah. A lot. Me and my mates would be playing we'd have 15-minute cooldown times, so we just have to stop because we're screaming. It's just
15-minute cooldown times. Oh my god!
It's like because it's online. There's so many bots. They're just
annoying. True.
Yeah.
So how does a 15-minute cooldown work?
So I probably yell at my computer a bit, then just close it and go do something else.
Yeah.
And would come back later. It gets too annoying.
That's already a funny story, and we've been like 5 minutes into the thing. For me, I've never had a 15-minute cooldown, but I've had rages on the PlayStation because I play on the PlayStation where FIFA, like the soccer game.
Yeah.
I bloody chuck the controller, so it's like 5-minute controller cooldown or something where like the controller is out of sight, so it can't get broken basically.
I remember once I was playing F1 2020 and the controller cut out and I crashed. That was I nearly threw it at the screen. First to last in 5 seconds, I was done.
Yeah, racing games sometimes I hate those like really hard turns because if you accelerate too quickly, you just
Yeah,
crash into the sidewall and then you're basically fucked.
yeah. I usually like, especially on the first turn, because of all the cars, I end up every single time hitting someone and getting penalties every single time.
Yeah,
The race starts kill me.
yeah. What racing game? Did you say
Uh,
F1?
F1 2020. I used to play a bit of Forza, but then it just kind of stopped playing it.
Yeah. For me, I played a lot of Gran Turismo. That's probably a bit shitter than Forza, but still, like, I hate when you crash
Yeah,
into the other like competitors. It's pretty annoying.
it's like when I'm playing online, there's so many people that can't drive.
Yeah, a
They
hundred
just they
percent.
just they just swerve all across the road, so you have no chance. It's
Yeah. Oh, the boys used to my mates used to play GTA if you know the game. There's plenty of like
yeah.
racing and all that, you know. Like people always like at the start abuse like you knock into your mates and all that. It's so annoying when people just they know they're shit at racing, so they just go for like the guy. Oh, it's so bad.
It was like when we used to play Mario Kart, all my brother would do was hit me because he knew I'd win.
Yeah, I
He
hated
just
that.
knocked me off all the time.
Yeah,
It
we'll
was
move on now.
like,
Tell us about the Western Bulldogs Youth Leadership Program, Cal, because that's how we met, basically.
um, well, the first lesson was kind of awkward. We all kind of just sat there with our cameras off. I know with the kids from my class who were in it, we're all like, well, that was weird. Then as it went on, it was pretty fun, especially with Salim. He was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of sad to see him not stay if we're volunteering next year because he's gone. But yeah, I would
yeah.
say there was lots of fun times, especially with the none of your business lesson.
Talk us through about that.
So basically, we're doing movie pitches. So my group decided to do a horror movie about this nun who became a devil. So we decided to call it None of Your Business. And basically, we've got Sylvester Stallone playing the nun. Uh,
Yeah,
we've got Big Arnie, Terminator, playing, I think it was the devil, and Morgan Freeman playing God. And it would have been the crappiest movie ever made. It was just horrible. We ended up winning the pitch, but it was just, I don't, it was just this doll that becomes Satan and then starts to infest this. It was just weird. I don't even know. It
yeah.
was
So
just,
it
it
was
was
just
kind of as
I
bad
don't know
as the
how we
bus of
won, to be
shame.
honest. It was better than
It was, I think this
yeah,
was his comedy,
yeah. True, it was better than the other group.
prime
The
time
other group,
comedy. Yeah.
they just kept on talking and talking. Oh my
I think
god.
also the Aldi brand productions bit helped bring it home.
Yeah, true. That was a good pitch, I reckon.
Yeah. I mean, it was better than the bus of shame.
Talk us through that as well. Oh,
So we had to come up with this thing to stop people, I think it was smoking or drinking on buses. So my group, bus of shame, it was just this really crappy bus that everyone who smoked or drank around buses hopped on, and you'd just get shamed. It would be like terrible music. You'd have, if anyone smoked, you'd have sprinklers going throughout the whole bus. It was horrible. It was it was the worst idea we could think of.
yeah, but
It
I
was
reckon there were
just,
worse out there. Like other groups were shocking. I
yeah,
reckon. Yeah.
other, like the Boomgate one. Imagine trying to walk onto a bus and it malfunctions and you're just stuck in a Boomgate.
Yeah, yeah, I can't imagine that. That'd be shocking, man.
The most annoying one was the no fuss bus. They just,
Yeah, yeah, but it's just irrelevant to be honest. That's my opinion.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I'd have the same opinion there too.
yeah, and the program was a 9 week online program for those of you who wouldn't know, and basically learned some skills on like getting jobs, leadership, etc., and also played like many fun icebreaker activities, which Cal mentioned like 2 seconds ago. Mate, I love the cahoots to be honest, because we used to smoke every like
We used
school and all that.
Team Inner West domination. It was. I remember doing the first one, and like we came top 5.
All of us, yeah.
Yeah,
Think so.
and I was like, are we ever gonna lose this? And then I remember Ararat winning one, and we're like, we had to give them charity points. I mean, we had to let them win one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the Adelaide game with North. We had to win one game the whole year.
Yeah, true. Well, we won the first 2, then we just kept losing, so.
I blame the COVID. We were going so well, and then
Yeah. I reckon Eddie had his our what's it called? Zone. If
yeah,
we get out of Eddie
yeah.
had, we're basically off.
There's like even before lockdown, there's like in COVID, there's 2 places we couldn't play, Adelaide and Gold Coast. And
Yeah,
where
yeah,
have we been
true.
playing the whole season? Gold Coast. It was just
Yeah.
so unlucky.
And tonight as well, I'm not looking forward to it. But yeah, the Gold Coast is
I'm
just a shit ground. It's too dewy, mate.
at least 70 points. At least a 70-point loss there.
Yeah. You never know, though. So hopefully we lock down
Sure.
Big Charlie Dixon and a few others.
Charlie
Yeah,
Dixon's goated.
yeah, he's having
He's
a
just
cracker of a season, isn't he?
he's carrying the forward line for them.
Yeah.
It's just
it's not gonna be good tonight.
nah. It's gonna be an absolute onslaught.
Yeah, we'll probably move on now. Mate, Cal, what do you want to do after school? You're in year 9, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
after it's all said and done, mate. Any plans?
I mean, I used to want to be a footy player, but that's quite hard. So I think probably journalist or marine biologist.
Oh,
Have a
yeah.
couple of fish tanks, so they're pretty cool. How
Yeah,
about you?
yeah, for me, probably media, mate. Like journalism, podcasting, all
Yeah,
that, bro. Yeah, because
yeah,
started the podcast, see where it goes, mate.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, basically.
congratulations on 1,000 downloads.
Oh,
So
cheers, mate. Cheers. We've come a long way already, and it's been like a month. So
yeah,
hopefully,
it's pretty good.
yeah, bro.
It's
What's your favorite episode? I'm just wondering because you don't know half of the people or most of them in it.
I'd say the alpaca story that had me laughing.
Oh, the alpaca story. Mate, the
Alpacas, that was
alpacas are just a weird creature. Like honestly, oh
they're
my
just
god.
like they remind me of camels just without humps.
Yeah, basically, and it's slightly smaller. Like we try to ride it, and it's basically 1 meter from the ground, so you couldn't do much.
I'm horrified of horses, so an alpaca I would not go near. Horrified of horses. They
Yeah,
just
the fucking alpaca was chasing me. I was a bit afraid because it's pretty quick. I can't lie. So yeah.
once I was like riding a horse at this camp, and we're just walking a trail, and the kid in front of me was going slow, so my horse just rammed into him.
Oh, did he fall
I
down?
was they nearly fell off, but like the
Oh,
guy came and helped him, and I was sitting there so embarrassed. Like I was like, stop, just stop. I had the worst horse. It wouldn't. So now, yeah, I can't stand horses from
you
now
could have
on.
killed someone that day, Cal. Just imagining
I
that
had
in my head.
it. I wouldn't let it eat grass, so it just started going crazy, and it nearly knocked someone off into a barbed wire fence, and that was just.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm not here. It's not me. It was. That
yeah.
was horrible.
I've got a similar story, but it's not with horses. It's with bikes. So basically, we're at camp this one year. You know how like at camp, like everyone like uses a bike here. Like
Yeah,
example, like you have to ride in a line or whatever. Yeah, and everyone was going past this big turn. We hate turns on the podcast because the turns just screw us over. So basically, we turn and then there's like a four person pile on. It was so bad. Like
that would have been. I know that reminds me. Had a footy game. It's kids'
yeah.
50th game. They had a banner. There was obviously too much tape on the bottom of the banner.
Mhm.
So I'm at the back. Everyone runs into the banner and trips over on top of each other.
Oh yeah.
The whole team's
Oh
lying
man.
on top of me, and I've just run around looking at this pile of people falling on the banner. It was. I was killing myself laughing running out to a footy game.
Oh god.
Oh, that was think it ended up coming second on the competition on the footy show because it was just
Oh shit! I saw that a few years ago. Yeah, like
yeah, point
was it?
the
Yeah, it
whole
was
team,
on a competition. I saw that.
yeah, and I just ran around, but all the kids on a pile up on the ground. It was horrible. The other team was looking at us like, what are they doing?
Right. Have you played 50 games?
Yeah, I've played about 80 odd.
You
I
played
would have
more
got
than me,
my
mate. Fucking hell.
I would have got like my 100th if we made finals this year, but nah, couple more years.
Um, Mate, do you remember your 50th game? Was it special or?
Yeah, it was pretty because the week before I got injured at cord time. I went
Yeah.
up for a mark, someone stepped on my ankle and I got
Fuck.
a bunch of bone bruising. So like I wasn't gonna play, but then I had some physio appointments and I played and yeah, it was pretty nearly kicked a goal. Sort
Yeah.
of gave it off. But you know,
Oh, you gave it
anything.
off, mate. Should have took the moment.
It was probably a bit too fast. I passed off to the kid who kicked 50 and he bombed it through the middle.
Oh shit.
But yeah, it was pretty special. They tried to carry me off, but they nearly dropped me. So I said, just leave me, please.
Aren't you pretty small, mate? How tall are you?
About 166. Yeah, not that tall.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure as well. I'm like 170,
Yeah,
so yeah.
yeah. I've got mates at school who are like 6'2",
Yeah,
and
same,
I'm
same.
just
Fucking
every time I
huge.
talk to them, it's just like, hi.
Yeah, don't you feel embarrassed sometimes? Like, I just look up and I'm like, why am I so short and all that?
I'd be standing next to them, and they just randomly put their arm on my head, and I'm like, do you mind?
Bro, so some of my mates use me as like an armrest. You know, like when you're waiting for class, they just go like that.
Yeah.
Like, um,
Like playing basketball at lunch, I'd try to shoot, and they just stand there with their arm over me.
oh,
It's just so hard.
yeah, true.
I've got two of them are 6'2", and they both play basketball. So every time we play, it's just absolutely horrible.
Yeah, mate. We'll move on now. We'll talk about North again. Mate, what's it like being a North supporter? Do you have any moments you remember, like fond memories of like certain matches?
I mean, I remember this one final match. I think it was elimination final against Geelong.
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
leading the whole game. Last couple seconds, they're about 3 points down, kicking
It's,
into their 50, and Big Todd Goldstein takes the mark to save the game for us. That was just the big grab. That was just amazing.
yeah, bro. I was there that day. I thought we were gonna lose because Tomahawk just kicked a few and they just kept coming and coming. But yeah,
I think we versed West Coast or Sydney the next game, and then
we just got
we
fucked, mate.
lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we won. We made it that far. I was happy about that.
Mate, I was crying both years because we lost in a prelim 2 years in a row. I was in tears, mate. So pissed.
It just hurt so much.
Yeah,
And then
sucks.
my friends with Bulldogs fans were all teasing me. They're like, "Oh, imagine not seeing your team win a premiership." I might have, and I show them my YouTube of 1999 grand final.
Yeah,
It was,
bro. You know, fun fact. Yeah, North Melbourne's the only team to win a gold cup. It's like the 100-year anniversary cup, which is pretty special, I'd say.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll bring that up next time for
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the Bulldogs fans.
Now you know, mate.
Now I know. Yeah, the
What else
Gold
was I
Cup.
gonna say? But obviously the Boomer and like Joy and stuff. The thing that, well, what was your opinion on that when it happened? I reckon they had one more year in them.
I reckon Drew Petrie was probably on his way out
Oh, he was my favorite player.
because like he probably would have been good to keep him because if Larky was playing in Ben Brown, he would have been such a good mentor.
Yeah,
But Boomer still had more time. Boomer, he was still getting 30 disposals.
yeah. He played every game that year as well.
Yeah, it was kind of a shock. Like I saw Michael Ferreto going because he was
He's a bit slow in the back line, to be honest.
yeah.
And Nicky Dell,
How
I
good?
reckon he was pretty
Yeah.
good in the mid. Had one more year. What you can say?
How good has Luke McDonald been this year though?
Yeah, he's tagging roles. Even
He's
he winning the ball and stuff. Yeah.
yeah. He's just been. He's probably him and Josh Walker have been great this year.
Yeah. Do you have any North merch? Oh, you have a shit ton in the
Yeah,
background. So I'm wearing
I
the
got
Harvey hat. You have that hat
I've got,
at the
yeah,
back as well. Yeah.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of hats and I got the jumper.
Oh, mate, repping North, mate. Do you have any signed merch as well?
I've got the jumper. I think I've got another one of these because they came free from the footy club.
Oh, yeah.
Our footy club, and I had Ben Cunnington, Zaha, and someone else. But yeah, that's I used to have more, but I'm not sure where that went.
Do you have any footy
Hidden,
cards as well signed?
not signed, but I have a lot of footy cards.
Oh, I've got Joey up here and Brent Harvey. Do you want to have a look?
All right, yeah.
Oh, mate. Bloody Drew Petrie. Wait, the camera's a bit laggy sometimes, I think.
Oh yeah, Frank the Tank. That was the best celebration I've ever seen.
Boom of a goat. Where is he?
The goat.
Goat.
Yes, Boomer. I remember watching that game where he hit the snap and he's just gone, pulled the Frank the Tank.
I was there
The
that
next,
day as well. Far out. Two
the next
goals in
game,
2 minutes.
the next game, my mate scores it and we both go like,
Yeah, mate. Oh, well, we
it
could talk
was
about North all day, to be honest.
the glory days.
Yeah, and now, yeah, we probably need to move on.
Yeah.
Like half an hour talking about the Kangas. Oh. Mate, everyone's created a hashtag for the podcast. Create a hashtag, yeah.
Create a hashtag. Any topic or just
Yeah,
anything?
it's anything, mate. Any topic.
Hashtag make North great again.
Great. I have to write that down so I don't forget.
We need to climb back up the ladder. Finals next year.
Yeah, it's a
Hoping.
big ask, hopefully, but I don't know. Maybe,
I think Carlton fans have been saying that for a while, but 1 year we're back.
yeah, they can't do shit, Carlton, to be honest. Look,
I
they've
thought they were
dropped
going to
down a
make.
bit. I know.
I thought they were going to make finals, and then they've just tanked it.
Yeah.
If they won their last game, they would have had an easy run with Sydney and Adelaide. But they've
They'll
screwed
probably
it.
lose to Sydney, though, so I don't know.
Yeah, true. Sydney have started playing well with like 4 rounds to go.
Yeah, it's a bit too
late to
late
make
now.
finals,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
nice.
move on now. So the quote of a podcast is push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. Do you have a quote or something you live by?
It'd probably be don't stop trying. If you just stop and expect someone else to do everything for you, you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Mate, what's your background like? Where your family from and stuff?
Pretty much all from Australia. Pretty much all born in Australia. I mean, I think my grandma was born in Scotland, but apart from that, pretty just a normal Aussie
Fair enough.
family.
Any, I don't know, different Aussie foods that I've never tried before? I don't know. Any specialties?
No, I gotta love the sausage and bread or chicken
Classic.
schnitzel. That's an absolute.
Yeah.
Love the chicken
Classic,
schnitzels. Can't go wrong with those, honestly.
right, we'll move on now. What's the last movie or show you've watched?
Probably last movie. I think it was Captain America, the first one.
Yeah.
A couple nights ago. Haven't really watched any because there's been a bunch of sport on. The cricket last night, the F1s, the footy.
Did you stay up for the cricket last night?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my!
I stayed
It
up.
was at 3 a.m., wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, it was pretty late.
And we lost by a couple
2
of runs.
runs. I
Yeah.
stayed up till like 3 o'clock to lose by 2 runs.
Oh, mate. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate.
So there's no one to let him in.
About Captain America, and we finished there. So, yeah, you said that. Mate, do you have any campfire stories or funny stories you remember fondly?
I don't really have any scary campfire stories because every time I try, I just break down in laughter.
Yeah, true.
Funny story probably because I wicket keep or field and slip for cricket.
Yeah.
So I was in my position. The only reason I field there is because I can kind of catch, and I love my banter, love the sledging. This batsman takes a swing at it, and I go, "What are you doing? Trying to hit it a rusher?" And he turns around at me and goes, "If you don't shut your mouth, I will stab you." And I've just gone, "Oh, all right, mate." Oh. So next ball, I'm like, "Come on, edge it to me." Hit it straight up to the keeper. And this kid goes, "Adios." And the umpire just goes, "Shut up," at us because we were just chatting. Our team is the worst. We
Yeah.
don't stop talking.
No, I like that. I like that. I'd join your team for that shit, mate.
We just like there's me and this other kid. He calls us the Banner Bros because we stand behind the stumps and don't stop talking.
I love that. Love that.
We're the worst. No one likes us.
Can you
At
back
all.
it up with like catches and runs or whatever? Or
Probably I can back it up with catches. Last year I took about 10 catches, which
That's
is
pretty
most in our team, and then bowling. Probably not batting. I kind of used to be good, and now I'm just not good. Bowling, I can kind of back it up with my offies.
Oh, I
A
love the
couple of
offies,
sixes.
mate.
I remember I was first ball of the year. I was like, I hate bowling. I don't want to bowl because I wasn't good at it. I've
Yeah.
come in because I used to bowl pace, and my dad's
Mhm.
like try spin, so I tried it, and it kind of worked out. Kind of really didn't that much. So first time I bowled spin bowler, the kid hits it straight back to me, and I catch it.
Yeah.
Next ball, got another wicket on a hat trick. I'm not good with these situations. I've got the ball. I've nearly thrown it off the pitch. It's gone 4-leg byes. No ball off the pitch for a hat trick ball. Oh, it was
It's
just.
tough, man.
I'm not good with on a hat. I've had like 2 on a hat tricks, and each time bowled no balls off the pitch.
I mean, but you did get 2 in a row, didn't you? So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a few cricket stories as well, but for me, I don't play like for a club, so it's always school cricket for me. We're always the underdogs. We play against like the best school, yeah, and
Yeah.
you know when I bowl, yeah, I bowl like medium paces, yeah, and they're like, you know how like Pat Cummins or something, for example, yeah, you know how they bowl slow ball and they release it.
Yeah, they come out of the back of the hand.
Yeah, for some reason, Cal, my motion, yeah, every time I release the ball, it's from the back of a hand, and I can't. It's so stupid, but
It's almost like
that's
a medium leg spinner.
yeah, literally, that's how I bowl. I can't change my action, even if I don't know how, but it is what it is. But listen, yeah, I bowl the slowest balls, yeah, and this guy, he tried to play it, he nicked it, he nicked the slowest ball in the wicket keeper. How do you nick a
That
slow as ball?
that
It's going like
that would have been so embarrassing.
20 k's per hour, and he nicked it.
We can't play cricket at school because the older even the younger year levels would come and take our cricket stumps and play sword fighting with it.
Oh, fucking idiots.
I'd be standing there trying to play, and there'd be no stumps because they're all sword fighting.
Yeah.
It's just our seniors are just not even good.
Yeah.
It's just yeah.
Yeah, we'll move on now. What do you do in your spare time?
Oh, well, usually I'd probably go to a mate's house or play with a mate over at the park. Now, do you know the game Mafia? All levels.
Yes, yes, yes.
As a class the other day, we played like 4 hours of that
Hmm.
because we all just gone insane, honestly.
Yeah, true.
Played a bit of basketball against my brother.
Yeah.
So,
Is he better than you or?
used to be. He actually plays basketball, so he used to be way better than me.
Yeah.
But I've played a lot of basketball recently, and he hasn't. So I've got better than him over practice. But
Yeah.
I've got the ugliest jump shot, so I don't know if he'll stay that way.
Mine's the same, mate. When I do a jump shot, my mouth is like open like that. But I get it in, I swish it, and people are like, you have the worst jump shot.
I legit start mine at my knees, and I have to because I just can't shoot.
Oh, really?
Sometimes I don't shoot anymore. I just laid up because laid up you can go underhand like a
Yeah,
granny
true.
shot.
Like
Because that
that,
gives me
yeah.
an excuse. Yeah, just like that, and that's easier than shooting it. Honestly,
I can't even fucking lay up. That's my weakness. I can shoot, but I can't lay up. It's pretty sad to be honest.
my brother can't shoot, because whenever he goes to shoot, I yell at him, just random things.
Yeah.
Like I'd just yell at him, miss or something easy, and he'd miss. It's just, I yell the most random things, and it puts him off.
Damn. Do you follow the NBA?
Kind of, not really. It's happened because lots of my friends play basketball, so I've kind of grown on it.
Yeah, yeah,
Go for
same
the.
here.
I remember playing NBA 2K in year 7, and like I couldn't change my team because there was a bug. So I was the Milwaukee Bucks over and over again.
Hmm.
So I was like, I like this team. So now I go for the Bucks, but we're not going too well
You're
in the
3-0
playoffs.
down, mate. It's not looking
I was
good.
I was watching it this morning, half asleep, because I was up till 5:30 for the cricket.
You should never do that again, mate.
No,
Actually, it's a Saturday, so.
it was supposed to be me and my mates. We all got.
Mate, Cal, I can't hear you. Your mic's like donutted or something. Wait, try unmuting and then muting again or something. Nah. Yeah,
Alright, how
now I
about
can.
now?
Yeah.
Alright.
What happened?
Alright, so I was like texting all my mates at 2:45 about. I'm like, where are you boys? We're supposed to be watching this and keeping each other awake. No one's responded to me, so I'm just sitting there like, looks like I'm just gonna have to entertain myself. So I've gone, got like cup of water, as much cold things to keep me awake,
Yeah.
and I've sat there until it finished. And I'm thinking like I stayed up to watch them lose by 2 runs.
Yeah, true.
Man, it was a good start. I remember watching. I think it was Cummins getting the wicket,
Hmm.
and I've like done a silent celebration because it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, yeah, it wasn't very. It was a very. I've had like 4 hours of sleep, so it's been a very slow day for me.
Yeah, you catch up on it probably tonight, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I might. We'll see. Because I follow the F1s, so
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
probably be watching them. Because
Is
it
that
starts late.
tonight as well?
Yeah, they're qualifying,
Oh, yeah, yeah, fair enough.
so
Is
it's
that,
kind of boring at the
am I
moment
getting
though.
mixed up with the one Daniel Ricciardo's doing? Is that F1 or?
Yeah, that's F1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is he
Daniel
qualifying
Ricciardo's a
tonight?
go. Yeah, he's
Oh, yeah.
been going pretty well lately, so let's hope he gets high placing.
Yeah, it's better with like a high placing, yeah, because don't you start
Yeah,
at the front if you qualify
yeah, if you
first?
qualify, yeah.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's pretty boring though, because the same driver wins every week. But hopefully
Who is
Daniel
it?
can win
Lewis
this one.
Hamilton or whatever?
Yeah, Lewis
Oh,
Hamilton is
he
just
wins every week.
he's lost 1 week and he's won. It's like they're the most boring races at the moment.
Yeah. We'll move on from F1. So, what's your number one goal at the moment, Kel?
Number one goal would probably getting through this period
Yeah.
and not go totally insane. Because we get around this time, our teachers give us like all assignments. I remember I have like 10 assignments to finish.
Hmm.
Well, a couple. I finished most of them. But yeah, just getting through this without going completely insane or, yeah, trying to just get through this time. So I remember being in class and the teacher's like, are you guys lacking social interaction? We're all like, what? No, surely not. We're all going crazy.
Yeah, we're all slowly going crazy, to be honest. So that's a good goal,
Yeah.
mate. Mate, is it true that you told me this? So I presume it's true. You were knocked out in a footy match.
I've been knocked out in many footy matches, but yeah.
Holy shit! All right, talk us through one of them against my team, Flemington.
All
So.
right, so I was running down the wing. I was having a pretty good game. I was probably um, playing, I think I was playing on the wing. So I picked the ball up and I've kicked it. And this kid comes straight into my chin with his shoulder.
Hmm.
And I thought my jaw was broken because I couldn't move it for like 20 minutes. And I blacked out for a couple of seconds. I was laying on the floor and I'm like, what's going on? And
Fuck.
then I walked, and they like walked me off. And 20 minutes later, they asked what day it was, and I'm like, "Come on, give me a question I might actually know anyway."
Yeah.
And they're like, "What's your name?" And I got it all correct. The second time, the first time I was kind of a bit, but yeah, after that,
Man.
probably the worst one. I was out of school for a week, so I'm not sure if that's good or bad because it was like year 4.
Oh,
Kid
yeah,
pushed
true.
me into kid pushed me into a footy post
Oh, fuck.
without padding on it.
Shit, man.
I was about to kick a goal too, first goal of the season. Kid
Mhm.
pushes me square in the back into the post. I was fuming. I was
Fuck.
so.
Mate, I've got a story to tell you, mate. I don't think I've been concussed too many times, but this is a different story. So I've played 70 games of a possible 71 or something like that. But basically, this guy, yeah, I tackled him on the wing, and it was a good tackle, a hard tackle, yeah, and he got pissed at me, yeah. So the next time I got the ball from like a ruck tap or something, because I play in the mid, instantly after I kick it, he tackles me, and when I'm on the ground, he fucking kicks me like on the hip, like full like bang like
Oh,
that, bro. Off the ball, so the umpire doesn't see, and I was in excruciating pain. You know how bad it was? It was like 9 out of 10 or something, and I couldn't walk off the like. I had to get like helped off by trainers like because I couldn't walk or anything. Worst pain ever, mate. But basically, you
I
know what
remember.
happened? I took him to the tribunal. Yeah, because that's you can't fucking do that off the ball and like
Nah,
it's dirty, yeah. And listen, never go to a Have you been to a tribunal?
nah. I
Never.
know a couple of mates have for punching a
It's
kid in the
shocking,
mouth,
mate. It's
but
shocking. Like I didn't get the result I wanted, and we stayed. It was at Witten Oval at the Bulldogs bloody club change rooms or some shit, the worst area. And the people running it were a bunch of old men who couldn't give a shit. So we stayed there from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. to get no result,
Jesus.
basically. So they're like, oh, not enough evidence, etc. And like, oh,
I remember a kid in my team got kicked in the head. So me and the smallest kid on ground, because I'm the second smallest kid in my team.
yeah.
We've gone to this kid who is towering over us and started fighting him, like pulling his jumper. We ended up tripping him over, and the umpire's like, "Boys, if you don't stop, we'll give away a free kick." So we
Yeah.
gave him one last push and walked away, and we got warned after the game. And they're like, "You guys could have done serious damage," and our coach is like, "They're two bloody midgets. What could they possibly do?"
Oh, man. Bro, I also footy umpire, so it's pretty tough sometimes. So I umpire for our league as well. But I've come across a few sprays from like parents and shit. Newport, yeah, their parents like
Yeah,
talk so much shit, yeah. Like I copped so much
Newport.
that day. Oh my god.
Newport for me is always the worst because I remember we were up by a point and we've kicked. No, we were down by a point and we've kicked the goal.
Yeah.
So we would have won. There was 20 seconds left, and the goal umpire's called it a goal. And their boundary umpire comes in and goes, "No, it's a point," and the umpire let her
So
do it, so we
bullshit
lost.
sometimes. I hate
It
their
was,
ground. It's like hilly and shit. Like, have you played there before?
yeah,
Yeah,
I've
it's
played.
pretty hilly and shit. Like,
I remember the first time I played him in like under 10s. It was this school oval it was tiny. It took
hmm
about 5 seconds to get from one end to the middle, even like to the other 50. It was just,
oh
it was,
my god.
and yeah, they're just not. One of the kids in my class used to play for him, and they were like, he spat on us when we played because we were beating him. He just spat on us. It was weird.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah. We'll
yeah.
move on from that now. But speaking about footy, do you have your like? Do you remember like the best game you've played? Oh,
Um, kinda. I mean,
yeah.
I think it was under 12s or 13s,
So what
playing
happened?
in the middle. Oh, it was practice match against this A team, and
Yeah,
we went A. Where our team's not very good. And
yeah.
so I was playing in the midfield for the first time that year because we played like 4 practice matches already.
hmm
And ended up getting like best on ground with 20 odd disposals. I couldn't. It just kept coming to my hands, and I just kept doing the right thing with it.
Any goals, mate?
And nah, I don't kick
Oh,
much. I
don't
kicked
kick.
like one goal. I kicked one goal. I played backline all last year because that's
Oh
where the ball
shit.
was. We scored in about 3 games out of the 14 last year. We were in the wrong division, so we just got killed every week.
Yeah, that's tough, bro.
But yeah, I just played backline most of the time, flanker. If we needed it, I'd move up to the wing because our coaches don't like us in the forward line or back line if you're on the wing. So,
Yeah. Have you won the
but yeah,
Heartland Award?
no.
No.
The
Oh.
one there was a couple weeks where I thought I'd get it, but we had a girl on our team,
Mhm.
and then we had this other kid who had cancer for a couple years, so I thought they deserved it more than me,
Yeah.
honestly. Besides, I read one of them, it was like Bulldogs player, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going near any of them. I don't like the Bulldogs.
True. Yeah. It's still. I've won one, and I've got robbed a few times. It's pretty dog, but mate.
And
What
coach's
if I got the
son
shit?
always gets at least 3 a year. That's just the rule, honestly.
Yeah, true. But my coach isn't too biased, which is good. Our club's pretty unbiased, but it's probably is your club biased? Like the coaches? Yeah,
Some
yeah,
coaches,
yeah,
some coaches like our A's coach sometimes can be pretty biased. But he's
yeah,
usually pretty nice.
yeah. That's good though. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Do you have any guinea pigs? Like a team where you just know you're gonna have like a day out or something?
Um, we used to have, Albion.
Yeah, that's why I got kicked in the fucking hip.
Under
Yeah.
11s, we played Albion and we beat them like 240-0.
Oh,
We
mate,
just
it's
we
brilliant.
killed them. We played them 3 years in a row, and every year over 200, 300 point wins. They were just,
Damn.
and we loved those games because their ground was so crap. The middle was all mud. So we after the game we were all
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
like
Fuck, it's
snow
such a shit
angels in the
ground.
mud. It was it was horror for the person who had to clean out jumpers.
To be honest, that's one of the shittest grounds I've ever umpired or played on. It's so muddy and ass. Your mic's done again, Cal.
Right? Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it's
back.
back. I've got the crappiest mic. I remember we have a school assignment. We have to recreate place in the city
Yeah.
on Minecraft. So we were playing. I'm trying to talk, and they're all like, "We can't hear you, mate." And I'm just like, "How about now? Now? Now?"
No, you're back anyway,
It's
but
just,
you were talking about Albion, I think, and
yeah, Albion. They're the
yeah,
crappiest ground.
and
They're
you
not.
said you smashed them as well, which is good.
Yeah,
You know who my guinea pig is? Mine's probably Hoppers Crossing. You've played against them, yeah? So
yeah,
every year we play them, we absolutely demolish them. I won a premiership that year. So what's it called? We demolished them by like 200 points 2 times in a row, and then ever since then,
yikes.
there was one game a few years ago in under 14s for me. I kicked 6 goals that day. I'm a midfield. That's the most I've ever kicked. Every time the ruckman in our team taps it, get it out of the centre square, just run the whole field and kick on the run 6 out of 6 times. And you know how they do with match registrations and all that shit, like the
Yeah.
coaches. They gave me 3 goals instead of 6. You know how pissed I was that day. You know how when they fuck up the votes or whatever.
Oh, that would that. I remember one game I could have kicked at least 5. I kicked 2, and my other 3 got stolen on the goal line by my teammate.
Yeah,
So I've had a snap around the corner, it's dribbling through, so my teammate kicks it off the ground, just as about to go through. I was, I nearly punched my own teammate in the face, I reckon.
bro, but mine didn't register. You know how like I actually kicked those 6, and it only registered as free because they gave it the other free to some other kids, man.
Just the annoying thing about local footy, when you kick a goal, the coaches will go like, who kicked it, who kicked it, and they
Yeah, because
always
they have
give
to
it
do
to
the
the wrong
register shit
person.
after. Like, yeah,
Yeah, they always give it to the wrong person.
yeah.
It's the worst.
We'll move on now. So, do you have any fears, mate? Like, mine's probably spiders, snakes, and shit. But what are
I
yours?
hate horses and spiders.
Oh yeah, horses, spiders. Yeah.
Spiders, probably because it was once taken. I used to like spiders, but I took out the recycle once, and
Yeah.
one was hiding in like a newspaper and crawled onto my face. Ever since I've been I hate spiders now.
Yeah.
It was like on my face, and I've just smacked myself in the face like 4 times to get it off. I was so scared.
Was it big as well? Like solid?
It was like I think it was a huntsman, so they're
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, they're pretty big to be honest.
Yeah,
What was I gonna say? Mate, we had this camp a few years ago, yeah, and as one of our activities, we had to have a snake around our neck and shit. And I refused to do it. Like all I said, I'll just touch it and that's it. That was one of the shittest things. Like, what's the point of bringing a snake in? Like, I think they had it
um,
just for show or something.
we did the same. There was this one camp where they had this wildlife guy, and he brought a snake and let it slither around the room.
Yeah,
The amount of kids that jumped onto chairs, onto tables to get away from it. And because I don't mind snakes that aren't poisonous and that just you can hold. So I was sitting there like feeling its skin, like, gee, its skin is soft.
yeah.
And the kid next to me is like, punch me and goes, what the hell are you doing? Don't come near me. But yeah, I think it was better because after they brought out like koalas and stuff. So
Yeah. Um, we'll move on again. Do you have an object that like holds sentimental value that means a lot to you?
it'd probably be one of my North jumpers just because
Yeah.
I've just had so many memories wearing one of them and watching North or a cricket bat. They're pretty special to me.
Do you have a particular North jersey that like that means a lot, like a specific one?
It was probably the first one I got.
Yeah,
It
yeah, that's
was I
special.
was probably about 6, and it was the one that had like most of the players' signatures on it and it had Boomer's signature.
Hmm.
And because Boomer was my favorite player, it just meant so much.
Yeah. Uh, for me, Joey was my favorite player, and you got to meet Boomer, yeah, surely. I like see him at one of the
Yeah, a
family
couple
days. Yeah,
times. Yeah,
yeah, it was pretty special meeting my favorite players and all that. To be honest.
yeah. I remember once my uncle he sponsors. Do you know Sam Durden? He's
Yeah,
played a
yeah, the
couple. Yeah,
backline player. Yeah.
yeah. So I got to go in the rooms once after they won.
Hmm.
It was fun, but it was strange because all the players were like after my team after a game, they were all like so tired and just slumping around eating sandwiches or hot dogs or whatever. I remember one guy had a slice of pizza, and I thought it was the weirdest thing eating a slice of pizza after a footy game.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I got pretty lucky that day because my brother went the next week and went to a losing game, so it wasn't very fun for him.
yeah, true.
Yeah,
Um, what else was I gonna say? But North. I was on this ad a few years ago, probably like 6 years ago. Mate, were you on channel like? Were you watching Channel 7 a few years ago? Like, and you
sometimes.
might have seen me on this multicultural round ad a few years ago. But so basically, I wanted to be like Bruce McAvaney, and I had this like commentating sheet. I'm not sure. Have you seen this ad before?
I think
Jog your
I
mind.
might have seen it.
Yeah.
I
So
remember the footy ads. I used to love the footy ads. They were always hilarious.
yeah, mine was the shittest ad, but it was funny because what happened again? They cut it to that bit where I dropped my sticky note, and I'm like, oh, my sticky note. So, oh, mate, it's pretty funny.
Yeah,
And
I love that, especially like the NAB 8, like the mini legends ads where they have all the
yeah,
kids
yeah.
with the fake
Last year's ad
beards.
was so good. Yeah.
It was they're just I love like the little Max Gorn kid because he's got the beard and the bald head and it looks so strange.
Yeah. And just a fun fact, mate. You know, kick to kick, yeah, like after the ground and
Yeah,
shit. I'll bring that shit back. Like, if your mates ask who bring, oh, you can say that. You'll be like, oh, you know the person that actually bring it back. So I met Gil McLaughlin, the fucking CEO, and I'm like, mate, I want to change one thing, and that's get kick to kick back. And I had to do this ad where bring back kick to kick basically a few years ago, and now it's back, isn't it? And it was
yeah,
good while it lasted, or
yeah.
when it's gonna come
I
back.
remember I've been like once, and I remember my brother got falconed, and this guy next to me started laughing, and it was the funniest thing. But
Yeah,
then yeah, I haven't gone. another time. I've been to the MCG Open Day before, though. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, I've been as well. It's pretty sick, the
Yeah.
MCG. Lots of cool like
Yeah.
stuff to look.
Especially, like, I remember we were up in the stands where all the cricket players sit, and to get to the change rooms, it was weird looking at it from there. I'm
Yeah,
like,
true.
so this is what they see from up here. Yeah, but it was pretty fun.
Yeah. We'll move on again.
Yeah.
What is a useful tool that or advice that could benefit the listeners, mate?
A useful tool,
Yeah.
probably footy. You can
Footy.
do so many things with the footy, You can kick it, you can handball it, you can catch it, you can throw it you can even use it as an NFL ball or a rugby ball. It's a pretty versatile tool.
Fair enough. Um, Mate, who motivates you the most and why?
Probably say my parents, because
Yeah.
they're my parents and they just keep me going sometimes if I'm low, or they're always there for me.
Yeah. And just quickly about the Bulldogs program again. Do you reckon we're gonna get a graduation, mate? Fuck.
I mean, I hope we do, but I can't see us having us all there because there's like 30 of us, isn't there?
There's probably more as
That's
well. Like from
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Volunteers.
unless we like do it on a footy ground where we all have like a bunch of space. Like
Yeah,
I'm not
true.
sure. I'd like it to happen though, because then I can like actually see the people that have their cameras off.
Yeah, I'll see me in
It'd
person,
be
mate. Yeah.
Then I can see how tall I am compared to everyone in case I'm the smallest or the tallest.
Yeah,
It'd
you're
be
probably similar height to me. You can't be
Yeah.
too much shorter than me, mate. What else was I going to say about the doggies program? Are you going to volunteer or come back next year as a student
Yeah.
again?
I'd like to. Yeah.
Yeah. You might cut out again.
Yeah, it'd be
Yes, that.
pretty fun because next year we probably might get to do the actual activities
And
too.
camp apparently. So
Yeah. So then we can do everything we didn't do but have more things to
yeah.
help with and more responsibilities.
So are you going for volunteer or both, or going to give?
Volunteer.
Yeah. All right. Me and you next year we should volunteer or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good, mate. Because we'll be like we're the North fans and
We'll be
we'll
trying
be.
to find all the other North fans, and then we'll
Yeah, yeah, true.
favoritism the favorites. We're volunteers, so we can pick favorites.
Yeah, that's true. We can pick a few favorites and
We'll
maybe
get
get
rid of the
them.
Collingwood fans. We'll just
Yeah,
get rid of them, push
yeah.
them
Shout
off.
out to Sammy. Always says shit about the other clubs, but Collingwood aren't going
Yeah.
too well.
No, I also like to give him another shout out. Dom Sheed, my favourite.
Dom Sheed.
He's great person, great guy, lovely footy player. We all
Yeah,
know
he
why.
saved everyone from all the Collingwood fans talking shit and all that.
Yeah, we love Dom Sheed.
Yeah, we love Dom Sheed on the podcast. Just finally, Cal, I've asked you a fair few questions, mate. You can ask me one question far away.
Oh, one question. What's your favourite ever sporting moment?
Favorite ever sporting moment? Yeah, I've had a few, but probably the Drew Petrie one where he kicked a banana goal, when he kicked a snap or something. But because I was there and like we were down by 30 at half time, and like I love commentary back then. Every single moment of that game, I was like, "Oh, Petrie gets a handball." I was commentating it on the seat. Like we had the best seats, level 2, like front row, level 2. That's like the best seats
Yeah.
you have in the house. And when I saw Drew kick that goal, I don't know, like it lit up the crowd and we're down as well. And we came back and like I knew we was somewhat home, and that was just so special.
Yeah.
My first final and all that. So
So extra special seeing us beat Essendon.
yeah, fuck us. And
Yeah. Can't stand Essendon. I
yeah,
remember we kept losing to them in around the time when they took drugs. So
yeah.
after that time, all my Essendon friends, I was like, huh. But yeah, they still don't
Bro,
like me for
I have
that.
a bad story, but it's pretty funny to be honest. But what's it called? You know, last year when Tipper kicked that goal and I was heartbroken. Yeah. So
I was at
basically,
that game. I was at
yeah,
that game.
same. We fucking
I
left
had a
straight away after he kicked that goal.
he kicked that we booted, like we zoomed out there so we didn't have to hear the song. We just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was so bullshit. But anyway, so you know how have you been on? You've been on trains like to the footy and shit, yeah. I presume, but yeah. So we came out like close to the suburb I live in. And out of the station, there's this guy from Essendon, yeah. Essendon supporter. He's a fat guy, and he's talking shit to us. He's like, "You guys are so shit," and all that. And he starts swearing at the sign. But then my mate's mum was like, "Oh, don't." I was gonna swear at him. He's a fat bastard. Like, anyone particular from the previous program.
Maybe Sammy.
Yeah.
He still talk about maybe talking about dog shit.
Yeah. And I might try and get the Libyan B because we ran the mental team.
So join in the chorus and sing it one and all. Join in the
Done in 2
chorus,
weeks, which is
North
pretty
Melbourne's on the ball. Good old North Melbourne, they're champions, you'll
I might try and
agree.
get Salim or
North
Simon, but
Melbourne
that'd
is
be
the
pretty funny.
team that plays to win for you and me.
Salim especially, because
Yeah,
plenty of banter more from him than Simon.
the joke contest between those two.
Yeah.
See who
Hopefully,
finally
one of
wins.
them.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks for tuning into the Jez and Friends podcast. Remember, push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. And thanks so much for your time, Cal.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.